Let's go! Welcome into Sports Saturday right here on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 The Fan, 1080 The Fan, the Odyssey app, YouTube, and for the kids, we are on Twitch. I am Joe Fisher III. Across the faux marble table, as always, is Rashad Taylor.
What up, though?
And then across the glass in the production studio, Jordan Schultz. How are we doing on this beautiful Saturday morning, late Saturday morning? We were starting an hour late for, I don't know. I forget the reasoning why. Was it Ducks baseball, softball, something?
That's what I heard.
But then I turned it on on the way here, and it was some other program. I don't know. We're an hour late today. Due to some sort of Ducks sports, I think.
Thanks again, Ducks. Well, actually, no, for real. Thanks this time. I'm not being sarcastic.
Definitely needed the extra hour today.
I will take the extra hour. Seriously.
I bet you did.
I hear you guys had a.
Oh, I wasn't
pretty,
here. It was just Joe.
Or at least I heard you had a pretty killer couple days. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go on like a like a darkness retreat after the last couple days, dude, like an Aaron Rodgers
ayahuasca.
A cleanse or something like
the
that.
Cave.
Yeah, it's I've been eating like crap. I've been drinking really good. But those two things, what's the saying? All work and no play makes Joe a dull boy. All play and no work makes Joe a tired, hungover, sleepy, ready for his Saturday nap boy.
Yeah, and if you're not careful, potentially unemployed. So all those things can happen. All play and no work. Yeah, that could be bad. But I think you're pretty resourceful and get stuff done pretty well. So I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, you every weekend you've been like, oh man, bro.
Actually, this dude, you should. It was a movie.
The one time it wasn't is you went to a tournament, which your boys' team won, right? And then outside of that, every other weekend it's like, oh man, had a lot of paper planes. Hit the pen.
Hit the pen.
Hit the pen.
Pen might have got me.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah, the pen will sneak up on me.
I'm not a pen guy. I'm sorry. Can't do that.
Pen is mightier.
Yeah.
Hey. You got to watch out for the starting center of the mid-2000s Detroit Pistons, Penn Wallace, all right? You got to watch out for our founding father on the $100 bill, Benjamin Franklin.
Hey.
Okay?
I'm okay.
And it'll sneak up on you. You got to watch out for Super Bowl winning quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger.
Okay, we're done.
God.
Yeah, that's it.
He's crashed his motorcycle? Yeah.
Wait.
I don't like Ben Roethlisberger.
He crashed his motorcycle?
Yes. Not recently.
Oh, okay. I was about to say again. I was like, wait a minute, again? Man, what's happening with these
people
dudes?
what a D-bag Ben Roethlisberger is, because we seem to have forgotten that one. Accused of rape twice, basically, or assault, whatever you want to call it. And
take the car away from Tiger and the motorcycle away from
I like that.
From Ben Roethlisberger. Yeah, no, we're doing good though. We're doing all right. It was a tough morning, but we had a nice little successful client party here at Odyssey Portland headquarters. Last night we had some live music from an up and coming alternative band, and I say up and coming. I think they're actually like number 2 on the charts or something like that.
So they're not.
They're not
coming anymore.
They are here.
They're up.
Yeah, they're up.
They're
for
up.
Sure. And good food, good drinks, good eats. Yeah, it was a good time. Plenty of clients came out. We made a little midway carnival games out here.
Yeah, I came in.
We have a Plinko board.
Yeah, I came in. I was like, what the hell's going on right here? Why does it look like Price is Right in here? But yeah, that's why.
Yeah. Sans Bob, R.I.P. But yeah, it's all right. It's all right. We're doing all right. We're doing okay here today. Yeah, I definitely needed that extra.
It sounds
hour.
like you're really trying to convince yourself that you're doing okay
fine.
here today.
We're fine. We're doing okay.
I'm good. Totally fine.
No, the girlfriend actually this morning, she was the one that was on the struggle bus, and she had to go work out.
She don't have to.
She had to. Well, she had to go to a class, and if you cancel it, then you got to pay the cancellation fee of like $25-$30 or something like that.
I mean, is the hangover worth the $25? I think so.
She's like, I'm not paying that cancellation fee. She's like, I'll just lay there for 45 minutes. I ain't paying that cancellation fee.
Listen,
She's like, I'll go to my workout class and just lay on the Pilates board for 45 minutes, take a nap. I ain't paying that cancellation.
I've kind of figured out that after I've been drinking and I don't feel as well, a nice little sweat feels okay. And then after that, the rest of the day is usually fine. Like, it's kind of a way to just purge myself real quick. And it doesn't have to be anything long. Like, run from here to there and back. And I'm like, okay, that felt okay.
I'm strongly considering today for my recovery going and purchasing a hammock and finding
The
just
most uncomfortable item of furniture ever.
I don't know.
Depends on what
you
you
ever
get.
taken a solid hammock nap?
Yes, you can't turn. You just got to lay on your back the whole time
just-
and swing.
You're
like
in a pod. You're like a little baby. You're like
being
it's like you're in
swaddled. Yeah, that's
utero
exactly what it
still.
is, yeah.
It feels great.
Yeah.
I'm seriously considering going and finding a hammock, whatever public park near me, and just conking out for 2.5, 3 hours in a park later today. That sounds ideal.
Until police come and
Yeah, that's
come and approach you.
Hey,
Excuse me,
who's
sir.
that
You
guy
can't
on the
sleep
hammock
here.
at Mount
Hey,
Tabor?
Tosh Lapoy fell asleep on a bench in Hawaii with a full suit, all right, in public. He did that, all right?
I mean,
I
He's in
feel like
full
I
suit.
should be able to do the same thing.
I
It
mean-
won't be as weird looking.
I mean, if he had like a pillow and was out there on the, that would be
Full comforter.
Yeah,
and-
that would be kind of similar to you just setting up a hammock in the middle
Doesn't
of
that sound
Mount
nice,
Tabor.
though? Like,
I mean, a hammock is cool for about an hour.
just a nice little
It's-
hour,
It's
2
a romantic
hour
thing, right? I'm not being in a hammock by myself typically.
Yeah, but like I want to, like you said, Rashad, I want to turn.
I
I
need to-
shift in my sleep.
If I'm really
so
gonna
yeah,
sleep,
I can't.
like I need to be
No.
on this side for a minute and then back to this one.
Is hammock loving? Is that a thing? Is that
I mean,
I
I don't think you
Is
can
that fun?
do the deed.
I don't. I mean, it's probably
other
be
things.
difficult,
All right,
but
move
yeah, like, it's
Move here.
probably
Hold on.
it'd probably be difficult. I would always assume like it's more of a
Put your hand there. Take your leg. Move it. Ow!
more of a romantic, softer kind of thing, to where you're looking at stars and talking about dreams and all that stuff.
Preferably having my feet rubbed,
Ooh.
my legs.
just-
I mean,
my calves.
and
And I'm not even like that's not even an innuendo. Like I just want my feet rubbed. Like
I was gonna say, like I've broken a futon in my day, and so I think breaking a hammock would be pretty darn easy.
well, I mean, you keep acting like you're
hammocks can hold a lot.
you went to heavyweights camp. You know what I mean? Like with Ben Stiller as your
No,
camp
I never
counselor,
said
man.
that.
Like,
I'm saying if
with
a
Jerry
futon can be
Garner.
broken, so can a hammock.
it can,
That's
but a
literally
hammock is meant to be flexible though. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, those things can hold like 500 pounds or something like that. Like those nylon.
You ain't 500 pounds, Jordan.
Those nylon ones or whatever.
I'm a biggins. I am 238. Thank you very much. So
I got I saw a picture of myself from last night because at one point like the band was performing and there wasn't a lot of people like standing around the band. They were like you go to shows sometimes and people are always awkwardly like standing towards the back of the room. They don't want to be. They're too cool to be too close to the band, right? Well, I was near the front a little bit and I was at an angle where I had to like sort of lean forward to see the entire band. And someone got a picture of me like leaning over, looking over at the band with my arms folded.
Just in disgust.
Just
Like,
total like dad mode. Like, I don't approve of this.
Yeah.
I don't approve of this smut.
You have your permits.
But it was a profile of my body, and yeah, it's not good.
That's all it takes, really. It's just one time
not
you see
good.
a picture or you see something of yourself and was like, oh my God, is that what I
Ew.
look like? Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was one of those like.
We were at
You got me.
We were doing something. We were at the river or something like that, and someone got a picture, of all of us and everything. And even in the shirt that I was wearing, looking at I was like, oh my, nah,
You're like gross.
that can't be anymore. That has to change. So that all it takes is everybody can tell you everything. You can have it in your head. I'm going to work out this time. As soon as you catch the right angle of yourself not looking cool, that's when it's like, okay, got to get to the gym now.
People on the YouTube chats, good morning, everyone. Happy Easter Eve. Someone also asking, we talking about that red ass Gino of Yukon. I think, Rashad's all hot and bothered about that. We might get to that later. Text line 503-864-6326. 503-864-6FAN. That is the text line to interact with us during the show. Rufio jumping in the text line already. We're starting an hour late today because of some programming. I don't know why, but we are glad to be here. We got some things to go over in the association, specifically here locally, and something that happened last night in the NBA as well. Another legend has begun in the NBA. What else we gonna get through here? We got some March Madness games today.
We got some March Madness games today.
We got a Final Four. We had some Final Four games last night.
Damn it, Duke! Can I just say that since that was since our show last week? Darn it!
Oh yeah, because we.
That was
that's
Sunday.
Right.
That was Sunday.
Just I had Duke winning my bracket, and I actually still crazily have a chance to win the bracket group that I'm in because I have Illinois making the Final Four. But,
there you go.
Yeah, right. But still, they were up by freaking 18. What the hell, man? The look on Shire's face at the end of it said it all. Just that almost eye rolling, what are my guys doing? Why are you throwing it across court? You're literally being guarded by 3 people, and you have a timeout left. Call it. So dumb.
Whoo! All right. Well, let's get to going, shall we?
Let's do it.
Again, you can interact with us on the text line, 503-864-6326, or on the YouTube chats. Portland Fire drafted their team, so that's cool. Oh, that's what I wanted to get to. I wasn't sure when the expansion draft took place. Was that last night? That went down for the Portland Fire?
WNBA?
Yeah. I said this, I believe it was on Monday when we filled in. Nothing gets me more excited than an expansion draft. I don't care the league. I don't care what the sport is. You give me an expansion draft.
New teams are always cool. Yeah. Usually outside of the Bobcats, you get a cool new jersey, or for the most part, because the Portland Fire jerseys are dope. Mm-hmm. I don't know if y'all seen them, if you've seen the Portland Fire jersey yet, Jordan.
Yes, they are dope.
Those are fresh.
I've seen the logo. I don't know if I've seen the
Blazers should wear those one time this year before the season's over.
Didn't Blazers players show up in Fire jerseys?
They did.
A couple
with
weeks ago?
With their own numbers and stuff.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Portland Fire debut jersey.
They should play in those one time.
I like
this
those.
Season.
No, they're legit. They're
I guess
threads.
I haven't even looked at these yet. I like the red.
It looks cool.
It's clean. It's very Portland. You know what I'm saying?
You get the Fisher stamp of approval on that
the
one.
The Fisher stamp of approval.
But no, how did they do?
I don't know. Because I'm looking at the roster, and I don't know. I guess we can go over it later, but
I don't know much about Bridget
I don't know
Carlton.
a single person on the team.
Did you guys see the ABS stuff this week? If we have time, love to talk about that. That was nuts. CB Buckner. I was actually at the Mariners-Yankees game on Monday night where Bill Miller was just being embarrassed by Yankees hitters at home plate. And guys, the ABS challenge, that was the loudest cheers of the whole game.
We can get into that just because I had a feeling on that earlier this week. Rashad and I, we filled in for Dirt and Sprague, and I talked about how awesome it is, but I just thought about it a little bit more throughout the week, and I want to share my feelings on that. But let's get started with something that has never happened in my lifetime. This is a new venture for me and my sports fandom. Very, very big deal because it does not happen often. New owner for the Blazers? Done. Done? Done, done, done. Done, done is done. Done, 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 done. We have our new owner, Tom Dundon, and 8 other people. I don't know the others, but
Tom Dundon family.
Tom Dundon, he spoke with the press. A whole, that meeting with the press, that is a whole one extra meeting with the press that Jody Allen never did.
Oh, very true. I don't even know what Jody looks like. We could pass each other at Walmart, and I would have no idea. She would never be at Walmart, number one, but I'd still have no idea.
She's a Freddy shopper.
She'd be hitting on the security guard. That's what she'd be doing.
She loves
allegedly.
Kroger.
Yeah. Hey.
Let's get going though. Tom Dundon, your new owner of the Portland Trailblazers, got some audio clips and some things that he said, and we'll react to that. Get your reactions to it as well next here, Sports Saturday on the Fan Sports Network.
You love.
The Portland Trail Blazers have a new owner for the first time since 1988, I believe, was the year that Paul Allen and the Vulcans took over.
That's all I knew. I was born in 89. It's just weird.
I was born in 92. So this is what I'm saying. This is a new venture for me in my my fandom, something that I have it doesn't happen often. You don't get ownership changes a lot, and so the fact that this is now official, Portland Trail Blazers now under the watchful eye of one Tom Dundon. It's crazy. I mean, for years after Paul passed away, just wondering when we were going to get to this point, and it happened. We're finally here, Rashad.
Yeah, no, it's
new
all
ownership.
It's all settled. It seems like the Blazers have a direction to go ish. And now I guess the biggest questions aren't necessarily the front office anymore and ownership. It is, well, I guess not ownership anymore. It is more so the front office and what that looks like depending on how the season ends.
Yeah, let's play some audio. I have, I've read a couple blurbs, seen a couple clips of some of the stuff Tom Dundon says, has said. But yeah, I haven't dove into it a whole bunch over the last couple days, so I kind of want to react live to some of the things that Tom has said in his press conference, because everything I hear from the quotes and what other people said about him, I've liked, but yeah, let's hear from the man himself. This clip from Tom, it just says simply, it's time to win.
I think the main message for us right now is franchise hasn't had as much success in the past few years as it did historically. And I think our expectation is that's starting to change and will continue to change. So I think the focus that's been the last few years around development, which is now around winning, right? And so we've tried to get this message through the last couple of days that was fun and probably necessary, but it's more fun to win and it's more fun to do the things that lead to success. And hopefully we'll start creating more habits that those processes lead to the kind of winning that I expect and I think everybody expects.
All right, pretty standard. Hey, we've sucked the last couple of years. We're starting to get a little bit better, and so now's the time to take advantage of that. Pretty straightforward, right?
And I think that's what you want to hear from an owner, especially a new owner. It's like, man, I'm not coming in here to completely rock the boat and everything and change things just yet into my image, but things are moving forward. That's what you want to see. Let's continue to build on that, and we'll see from there. I mean, if you're Joe Cronin, I guess that's good to hear, right? At least that's good to hear that you are pleased with where the team is potentially heading, right? So, and I'm going to give Cronin a little credit, and I will do that at some point. But for now, we're just, as far as new ownership, I think it's good to know that you have somebody who's likes what they see, feels like there is room for improvement, whatever that means, and looks like they're willing to do the extra to make sure that you're just not a middling team anymore.
Yeah, and you said as far as moving forward, this clip says about from Tom Dundon, we are going to be moving fast.
We spent some time with Joe and Dwayne and the people that work for the Trailblazers, and we're very fortunate. It's a really good group of people. They care. There's nothing I don't think we can accomplish if we just start focusing on a little bit of improvement every day, and I feel like all the pieces are here. There's not something I'm worried about. Now it's just, the only thing I'm kind of worried about is the speed and pace and intensity at which we're about to get going might be a little different, and we just got to get people there quickly.
Hey, I like how that sounded at the end there. It's the thing he's worried about is essentially, from what I took, is like, it's gonna, to build a winner, I don't want it to take long. And so it sounds like he's worried like about the pace it's going to take to get to that point. And he sounds, sort of like impatient in that sense, too, which I'm fine with. It's like he wants to win, and he wants to win as soon as possible. And he's worried about the pace and how long that's going to take. I love that. I love the sound of that.
And I think he also understands you have an aging superstar that's coming off an Achilles injury who probably doesn't have the luxury of the next 3 to 4 years of a career, right? So, yes, like it sounded to me, what I'm hearing, and I could be wrong, fellas, let me know, it sounded like an owner that says, we're all in. Like, we're moving today. And I think people might be a little frustrated by some of the moves that are made to make sure that can happen now, but we're ready to win today. And like, okay, like you have good pieces there, but There are some expendable pieces on this team. We all kind of know it. And,
there are, yeah.
And I mean, I like the team as is. I think you can build on this team with everybody healthy and with the Damian Lillard in the roster next year. I think you've got a totally different roster that not an OKC or a San Antonio would truly be able to compete with. You're talking top to bottom with everybody healthy. The Blazers would be super, super scary. And I think really the one big change you can make right now, potentially adding a big superstar in free agency. Who knows? Oh, is there more?
Well, I was just gonna say, keep going if you want, because I got a quote about that.
Yeah, potentially adding a big free agent, when that time comes, or making a big trade to make sure you can get in that person, or potentially a new head coach.
Let me just quickly add, too, that it's obvious that this statement, it means changes are coming quickly, and fans need to get on board, because regardless of what you think, this is what's happening. So I'm hoping that means, thank you to the City Sissoko's of the world. Thank you to the middling
you're going to be
players.
upset, Blazer fan.
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
There's going to be a move that's going to be made here that's going to frustrate you.
Yeah, there's going to be a couple things that the guys that maybe you lean on
it's
are
going to be a Denny for Giannis type thing, and you're going to be pissed off about it, but it's going to happen.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Well, here is Tom Dundon, new owner of the Blazers, about roster building and getting a star player.
Joe and I have talked about this a lot. There's no one way this is going to go for sure. If we get a star, we have a chance to win. If we can't find a star, then we got to add some pieces and hope some things develop. And if that doesn't work, then we got to try again with a new plan. And I think there's equal chances for all those things to happen.
All right. I mean, pretty simple quote, but yeah, I mean, at least he's conscious of, we need to get a star. And if that doesn't work, then we need to essentially do what we've been doing the last however many years.
Which I don't like that.
And it's building a deep roster, top to bottom, which, again, let's be real. It's a team sport. You need a good team. But in the NBA, when there's 5 guys on your team on the court at one time, one of those guys has to be clear head and shoulders above all your other players and the other team's players. You need a star to win. And if you're Portland, and we're going to get to this later in the show, you're seeing some of these number 1 overall picks. They're becoming stars. So at this point, you're not going to get a number 1 overall pick. How do you get a former number 1 overall pick, or 2 or 3, or someone who has now blossomed into a star?
You start using these guys and start packaging them for top draft picks.
Well, I said earlier this week, I was like, the Blazers just have a lot of just another dude. They got a lot of guys on their team, which some of them move the needles for me, some of them don't. But you have enough guys where it's like you're telling me you can't put something together, a package.
I think you're thinking of things, or at least the Blazers, have been thinking of things through the Oklahoma City Thunder lens. Like, nobody signs with OKC. Like, who's the last free agent to say, yeah, I'm going to Oklahoma City? Nobody. They're in the same predicament that the Blazers are in, for the most part. Everybody that came there was traded there or drafted there. Nobody just willingly goes to Oklahoma City.
Was a freaking genius.
That's what I'm saying. But nobody just willingly goes to Oklahoma City, much like nobody just willingly goes to Portland. Everybody that gets here is pretty much traded or something like that. So you're trying to go deep, much like OKC is. If you can keep getting good young draft picks, what seemingly the Blazers have, even some good guys in the second round and some good trades in between there Cronin has made. You got Drew Holiday basically for nothing all of a sudden. If the whole trade you made for him to get Dame, you got Dame and Drew Holiday back for nothing. You pulled some draft day type stuff, on everybody. So there's definitely pieces that can be used to get other assets, but that's just the way it's got to happen. Like, we have to submit to the fact that this is Portland, guys. Like, as beautiful as a place as it is, during basketball season, it ain't so much. And so if I'm from Toronto, or if I'm from Chicago or whatever, and we play here once a year, and it's raining and it's wet and it's ugly and everything's closed and there's no food, it's no great food, open late, this isn't where I want to go spend a year or years of my time. So you have to do it this way. And so I'm not mad if we don't get that big free agent and we have to continue to do it that way, because you just got to face reality, man.
I mean, I understand that. It's not necessarily the reality that we're facing that I'm upset with. It's that there have been opportunities, like going all in for certain spots, like a number 1 overall pick instead of getting the 3rd overall pick. Like, there's different, trying to capture the flag and then ending up in the, lottery, basically, like, bottom barrel 3 teams, and you get Cooper,
Which
you get Cooper Flag like chances all the way down to
Filth,
Young
Lauren,
Hansen.
filth.
Like, there's so many things that this organization, when Tom Dundon's talking about like acquiring guys and hoping something works out, that they've done that I think you guys don't agree with, I don't agree with, and those are kind of some of those players that a lot of fans lean on as like, well, I really like this guy, and I understand it's Portland, but that second part of his statement, God, we need to turn around how we do that if that's going to continue.
Yeah, what I'm getting from him, though, is I'm just getting vibes of what you guys have done here is it's good enough, but I don't like good enough.
We need great.
I like great.
Yeah.
And what I heard from him there, and then I'm going to read a couple of blurbs because he did a Q&A with Jason Quick of the Athletic Blazers reporter.
Such a good write. Go read that, please.
Yeah, I'll read some quotes from it in the next segment because, I think that, the press conference quotes versus the one-on-one Q&A, he's a little bit more open and gives a little bit more in-depth answers, and I want to read some of those when we come back from it. From Tom Dundon, new owner of the Portland Trailblazers, and his Q&A sit down with Jason Quick. Some good quotes from that one. We do that next here on Sports Saturday on the Fan Sports Network. But first, Jordan Schultz with his Sports Center update.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, busy Sports Saturday, starting with the Portland Timbers in action against Vancouver Whitecaps FC later tonight. Keep it locked here on the Fan Sports Network. Pregame getting going at 6:30 p.m. with kickoff at 7:30. Of course, you can watch it as well on Apple TV. Over to the PGA. We are getting close to the Masters, of course, but right before that is the Valero Texas Open, suspended because of weather at this moment. Robert McIntyre atop the leaderboard. He was through 6 when stoppage happened, of play, and he is under 15 atop the leaderboard, or 15 under, Ludwig Oberg at 13 under, also through 6, getting going with him this morning as well. Matt Wallace sitting in 3rd at 11 under. Over to the NCAA college basketball Final Four is happening starting today with Illinois taking on UConn at 3:09 on TBS right now. The Fighting Illini just a 1.5-point favorite in that one. Then you got the nightcap of the 2 number 1 seeds in the tournament, Arizona and Michigan. That's a 5:49 tip. Also on TBS, Michigan, a 1.5-point favorite there. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Schulte from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt, missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Your home for Seahawks football. Network, 105.1 and 1080 The Fan.
Welcome back in Sports Saturday. We're talking about Tom Dundon, the new owner of the Portland Trailblazers. New owner for the Trailblazers, first time since 1988. First time in my lifetime that we've had a new owner. Tom Dundon, he did a sit-down with Jason Quick of The Athletic. You can find there, this is from, I believe, Tuesday, the article came out, the Q&A. But these were some of the things that Tom Dundon said in this Q&A. When Jason Quick asked him, what was your message to the team? Tom Dundon said, and I quote, it was very short, and it was just, one, I appreciate what they do. They're the product. They made it to the NBA, so it's very impressive. But right now, where we are isn't where I think we can be. And it's more about maybe increasing the standards, increasing the commitment to excellence, increasing the intensity. Things that I think everybody says, things everybody wants to do. Now, doing it and expecting to do it and every day getting better, that is not a debate with me. It is going to happen. It always happens when I show up, and we're going to do it. I think they want it too. There is a certain billionaire brashness about Tom Dundon and that quote alone. Like, when you got that much money,
very Ted DiBiase of him.
You've done a lot of right things in your life, and to go and say, now doing and expecting to do it every day, getting better, that is not a debate with me. It is going to happen. It always happens when I show up. Like, that's kind of one of those lines right there. Like, damn, that's a bar right there. Like, oh, the commitment to excellence. Everybody says they want to do it until I show up, and then they actually do it.
So that goes over two ways with your players.
I'm like, damn.
Either they act like Joe and like, all right, I like it.
Yeah, it's like,
I feel that. Or you get players look at him and go,
who the F is you?
What did he just say to us?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
I would hope that,
because as a owner, as a billionaire owner who probably hasn't had to play sports, like that at a high level, in his lifetime. And I'm not sure what Tom Dundon's sports history looks like.
Big cricket guy. Really good at cricket.
I can imagine. Probably varsity.
Highlight.
All 4 years type thing.
Crushes it at highlight.
But, I mean, yeah. And this team is competing. The one thing we can say about this team this year is they are competing, unlike years prior where it seemed like they just kind of laid down at points. So I understand I'm wanting the commitment to excellence. You're absolutely right. You should want that. We shouldn't strive for just being good or just being competitive anymore. You should strive for being one of the best teams, or if not the best team in the conference, in the league. So I'm not mad at that.
And his answer to how do you do that, because Quick was like, okay, that's great. Well, how do you do that? How do you increase the excellence, the standard, all that? Tom Dundon says, I don't know how to explain it because it just is. Like, I can't accept it any other way, For me, it's not a choice. It's like whatever we're doing, we're trying to do better, and you just keep going and going. I'm just obsessed with trying to find a way to get better. Love that line. And I can't handle losing. I can't handle thinking something could be done better. And if you get all the players and the coaches and the staff, everybody thinking that way, you should get better. And I think the organization the last couple of years has been in a different place than they are now, where now it's starting to build. Now we've got to get past those old habits that maybe weren't as focused on the best outcome. So pushing people past what they think is possible and then doing it again and again and again. I don't know. I just do
it's
it.
Like the Kobe, what's the Mamba mentality? Do you remember that Kobe commercial with Kanye? More records. How many more records do you want me to break? More records. Yes, that's pretty much what it is. Thanks, Tom Dundon.
Yeah, so let's see here. Some other quotes from this. Just general unease among employees, worrying you are going to come in and make sweeping changes. His response to that. I mean, everybody who's not thinking like that every day, like regardless if there's new ownership, if you don't wake up fighting for your job, fighting for your spot, then that mindset is probably not very good anyway. So if it takes for for people to think like that, then that's fine. But I want people thinking about the future, not worrying about what I'm going to do. They need to worry about what they're going to do. But I don't like getting rid of people. I like to see who's capable of taking that next step. So I'm not looking to get rid of people. I'm looking to get better. Yeah, it's just that healthy fear, that you kind of have to live your life, right? Like living your life comfortable, everything's fine, hunky-dory, that is fine. But you always do have to have that healthy fear that something can happen the next day. And your life can change. You could be out of a job, whatever. and so just always have that little voice in the back of your head, like
stay hungry.
Yeah,
basically just stay hungry. Don't stop. Don't be complacent. Don't think that you're not replaceable. Like, I mean, with the Beyonce song, I can have another you in a minute. Like, and that's kind of the case in most of these players. So let's act like you want to be here and you want to play for Portland, not just you want to be in the NBA. I think that's the big thing. So I'm not mad at Tom Dundon. I mean, I hope his delivery is a little more, relatable when he's talking to his team and when he's talking to his coaches and everything. But for the most part, like, I like the message. I want to win now. I don't want to build. I don't want to say we rebuilding or retooling or any of that stuff. No, we're going for it. Like, we want to be one of these teams today.
Just to give you a little bit more. Quick and Dundon in this little piece, they had a little back and forth where Quick asked him, he's like, why won't you put any money into the arena? And Dundon said, well, so the way the arena deal will work is we are going to commit to be here for a long term, 20 years, and that commitment's worth way more than anything else anybody's going to do. And then Quick was like, 20 years is pretty standard, though. I don't think so in terms of the market. So you think 20 years is enough currency, so to speak? 20 years, that's a lot. Historically, other owners have committed years and put in money, and Dundon goes, in Portland?
That's not the point. Because it hasn't been done in a certain city, I thought we're talking about the league overall. And if you want to look at Steve Ballmer putting a ton of private money into LA, like, are you serious right now?
But I think that's the main thing. In Portland?
Yeah.
Like, that's the mindset. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, like, this is, come on. That's what he's saying. You know what I mean?
It's
like,
one of the highest fan base supported teams in the league.
Blah, 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 yakety
no,
schmackety, says the
one of the
billionaire.
better investments
Says the billionaire. Like, I mean,
he's avoiding that. He's
Portland,
avoiding that point.
Like, really, like, I get it, but come on, like, that's what he's saying at this point. Like, he knows where he is.
Did you guys hear Jason Quick accuse him of not having skin in the game during the press conference? That was pretty good.
I did not see that, no.
Yeah, he straight
Quick.
out said that.
Basically, his last part of this article, is there a message you want to deliver to fans? It's more like, we just got to do it. I love that. I mean, there's more here, but it's like, man, we just got to, like,
Nike.
Just do it. It's more like we just got to do it so you don't really have to tell stories. You should be able to notice the team improves and things get better. Hopefully we'll get people in and out of the arena faster. The food's better. The experience is better. And when you go, we win more, and you can see the difference in the product and how we play. I don't think I'm supposed to promise people this or that because I can't predict the future. I just know that the expectation should be high across the board. I like it. I have talked about this a few times about my personal sports fandom, and this goes across all my teams and all my leagues. I'm really sick of complacency, and like, this is professional sports. This is competition. Like, it's not a blanket statement saying that, all my teams aren't trying to win the championship, I know they're doing that, but I just feel my teams who I follow, there has just been this level of, we'll give it a shot. We'll try, good enough. We did our best there. You guys are happy, though, fans, right? You guys are, you like our little team that we got here, right? You're happy with this 8 seed. And to me, I'm just done. I'm done with the complacency. So for all this red assery you're kind of getting from Tom Dundon with some of these quotes and being like, dude, the standard's going to be much higher. The commitment to excellence, higher. Like, have that healthy fear for your job, and not because I'm here, but just because that's how you should live. I'm loving everything I'm getting from Tom Dundon.
Yeah, I mean, he's a Texas dude. No, he's not some, hippie Northwest person that's like, hey, man, like, whatever's fine, man, as long as you try hard and love what you do and all the stuff. Like, no, things are very, very different, down south, especially when it comes to sports. So I'm not mad at it. Maybe it'll light a fire under some of these players' ass to be able to get out there and really do that. And like I said, what can that do for a team that already looks kind of motivated and they look like they're trying to really figure each other out as they get closer to this big playoff push they're trying to make. So changes are coming. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm not mad at it. I can't wait for new changes. I think it could be good. I was telling Joe during the break, I think it's going to be a huge change this summer. And it's going to piss some people off. And people are going to be upset, because one of their favorites or their favorite is being let go of to make room for a bigger name. But I do think it's going to happen this summer, and that's only for two reasons. Damian Lillard and Drew Holiday. Those are assets that the Blazers have never had. Two of the best guys in the league and two really good teammates, and people seem to love playing with and coaching and everything like that. So it wouldn't shock me if this summer these dudes kind of went all in and bought in a big name.
Nice little week for Drew Holiday, huh?
Man, you think?
Yeah, he was balling.
Kicking ass.
Yeah.
I do think it's worth mentioning really quickly, though, the overall ownership dynamic, because it wasn't just Tom Dundon. The other main players were there in the introductory press conference on Thursday. Sheil Tile, basically the man with, I don't want to say Portland ties. He's been here for the last couple of years, and he's being framed as like the guy that loves the Blazers. But we need to be clear. He's from New York. Like he graduated from Stanford. He's a freaking genius.
Whenever
right?
I hear this guy's name, I think it's like a tile company.
No, seriously. Well, because first when I heard
Tile.
it, they said Sheil, and then they go Sheil Tile. So I heard Shield because I'm like, so his first name is Shield? No, Sheil.
Must be some strong tiles. Nice. I need those in my house.
Yeah, but along with Sheil Tile, there's the owner of Panda Express, who in the press conference on Thursday expressed excitement that the NBA, how big it is in China and how it continues to grow. One of the reasons he got into this, and then B, excitement about Young Hansen on the Blazers, and
our new popcorn shrimp honey walnuts that is going to be on the menu.
He did not throw an advert in, but I do wonder, if Young Hansen is a bust. I don't want him to be, but will he bail? Because it's like I wonder how dedicated a guy like that is. And we've heard this like, oh, he and Sheil Tyler are going to be like the good cop compared to the Tom Dundon bad cop is kind of how people are starting to portray this. I just it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But I wonder how long this touchy-feely good ownership vibe is going to last for fans here in Portland.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Until they suck.
It's all great until
they suck again.
Until that, then the pitchforks will come out. But it just, to me, all the vibes I'm getting from Dundon is that he is competitive. He's full of piss and vinegar. He is ready to go. And again, that line in there at the end of the article, in Portland, like that comes across as a little like detached, like, all right, this is a dude that's literally, like you said, from Texas who probably could give two rats' asses about the city, but sees the team as a great investment. So that's why he's doing it. So he, not the greatest way to endear yourself with the fans, but honestly, I think that
a slip up,
our fan base, though, again, we're just so protective and so like, how dare you say that about our city? It's like, dude, the guy's a billionaire. Like, he really doesn't care. Like, he's about your feelings and way to introduce yourself to the team. I'm like, well, he's going to be writing and signing a lot of checks. So I quite frankly, I don't care about like he didn't take a dump on the city of Portland saying, oh my God, I wish I could buy a team in a different city, but this is what I got to deal with.
All he's saying is your small ass city doesn't get that.
Yeah, that's no one invests in your small ass city.
That's all he's saying. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it so far. But again, that can all
show
change.
and prove, though, bro. Show and prove. Now you said all the stuff. Now you just got to go do it.
Well, we got a new owner and soon a new team, a new basketball team in the city of Portland. They'll be starting soon. Let's take a look at the newest Portland Fire team members. Do that next here on Sports Saturday on the Fan Sports Network.
Dream lawns need a realistic plan.
Boy, you give me an expansion draft. Get my sports pants real tight.
Yeah, I'm going through our
newest Portland Fire. The fire is a burning. We had the expansion draft was yesterday. This is, I think it's just now hitting me. This is sick. We're getting another pro sports team. Like we have a team and we have players now.
Yeah. Names and jerseys and stuff.
Yes,
like it's a thing.
Yes. It's almost like unbelievable. I'm like, wait, what? We're getting another professional sports team? But yeah, they had the expansion draft last night, I believe, was the expansion draft for the WNBA, where Toronto and Portland each got to select, I believe it was 12 players? 11. And then they will draft later this week. I believe Portland has the 7th overall pick in the WNBA draft. When that happens, I believe next week or like in 2 weeks, something like that. But yeah, we had our expansion draft, so it's time to meet the ladies of the Portland Fire. The first pick of the expansion draft, they took Bridget Carlton. She is from the Minnesota Lynx. She was the number 1 selection in the 2026 WNBA draft. Also, the way that the expansion draft works is that the teams, they have to protect 5 players, but that list is not made public, and so no player knows if they are protected or not. So once the expansion draft happens...
That's weird.
Once the expansion draft happens, the players that get picked know, obviously, they were not protected. But those are the only players that know anything. So there could be some players that were unprotected that just didn't get drafted that think, like, oh, my team wanted to keep me and I didn't get drafted, so it's all good. It's like,
about that.
Actually, we didn't protect you and didn't care if you got picked up by this other team, but
you're
they
here.
didn't want you either.
But you don't know any better, so yeah, it's all good.
They didn't want you either, right, Jordan? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's cool. So you're good.
So, yeah, they took Bridget Carlton of the Minnesota Lynx. So, does that make her the face of the franchise then?
I mean, well, 5 points a game definitely will, is what she was averaging prior to coming in. And honestly, I think I'm looking through the roster. I think that might be the
high score.
The high score.
Damn it. Carla Light was, it's either late or light. She was the second pick. She's coming from the Golden State Valkyries. She averaged 7.2 points last year for the Valkyries.
And she might be the 2, but no, she's actually might be the leading scorer at 7.2.
Yeah, 7.2.
She's the one.
Yeah, that's so. And then we got Luisa Geslador from the Dallas Wings. She is averaging. She averaged 6.9 points last year in the regular season. Can we get a double digit? Can we get a double-digit score, please?
I don't think we're gonna.
I don't know if we are.
If the first pick is averaging 5.7, then I don't think we're gonna get a.
Well, and again, like each team protected 5 players, so they essentially protected their starting lineup. At each WNBA team. So the Portland Fire and Toronto Tempo got the pick of essentially all the bench players in the league. Is how it works. Emily Engstler. She is from Louisville, is where she played her college ball. She was picked number 4 overall in 2022. She was averaging 3.7 points last year for the, I believe it was it was Liberty, excuse me, the Washington
Mystics.
Washington Mystics, yeah. We're learning about the WNBA live on air about what teams and
career average is a 4.6, so balling, right?
Damn it, dude. Maya Caldwell coming from the Atlanta Dream. Not sure about her averages.
4.8.
4.8. Yeah, I'm going to guess that there isn't a double-digit score here. Maybe that's who we get in the draft. Haley Jones, 7.3 points per game. Damn it.
What'd you get?
What?
7.3?
Haley Jones, 7.3 points per game.
So a bunch of ballers, basically, that this Fire team. And I think we knew.
We're just going to get a bunch of scrappy gym rats is what we're getting. First one in, the last one out kind of gals.
So Portland.
I love it.
That is the most Portland thing. We're doing it to our ladies team now. No, don't do it, ladies. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
Fire legend Haley Jones. Is that what we start doing now too?
Yes.
Any player that dons the Portland Fire jersey,
yes,
automatically becomes.
You have one double-digit game.
Fire legend.
You are a fire legend. All of a sudden, one double-digit game will get you that.
The one player that the Toronto Tempo selected that I was kind of bummed that the Portland Fire did not. Nyara Sabali, former Oregon Duck, who did play for the New York Liberty. She will now play for Toronto Tempo. She was Toronto Tempo's second selection in the expansion draft, so high up. But yeah, almost had a former Duck Oregon reunion with her going to Portland, but instead Toronto selects her. So yeah, we'll get to know some of these ladies throughout the season.
How can you move up in the WNBA draft? Like, what do you have to? What do you have to give up? Like, because you don't really. I mean, if you got a bunch of players that are averaging 4 and 6 and stuff like that, you don't have a lot of capital to move forward. And like, can you give money? Can you just pay for the
cash considerations?
Number 1 pick? Hey man, like I know we need it, right? Here, man, we will give you $2 million for the 3rd pick.
I'm sure they do something like that.
Because right now they're in the 7th pick for the WNBA draft.
Correct.
Like,
yeah.
Hey man, like what do we got to give?
I don't think they're going to be moving up at all. I think they're just going to settle with that 7th overall pick.
Yeah.
There was one lady in the draft though that's probably going to go like top 3, Olivia Miles from TCU. Dude, dimes all day long. One of the best passers, not just in women's basketball, just in basketball in general. I was hoping that, how the draft was going to shake out where she would maybe fall to the Blazers, but she's likely again to go top 3. Chloe Bibby, is this any relation to Mike at all?
I don't know. She has red hair, so she might be.
Is Mike redhead?
No, I don't know. He might have produced a redhead, but she's also white. Yeah, but then again, who knows?
Chloe Bibby, she is Australian. So I need to hear her talk at some point because, I mean,
that's awesome.
Australian accents, I mean, just beautiful. So what is it? She averages 4.8 points per game last year when she was playing for, Indiana Fever. That's where she was last year. She only played like 9 games, though. Damn it. So we just got a little ragtag group of ladies ready to put it on the court. We're getting a bunch of bench players right now to start the season, so it's going to be rough. But
yeah. But, I mean, one of those bench players could be ready to have their breakout season. And, they've been averaging 7 points the whole time. They just needed an opportunity to have some starting time to potentially average 20. It can happen. We've seen it happen in the NBA before.
Yeah, so text line says, no relation. She's a giant white Australian. Yeah, I don't think Mike Bibby was a giant white Australian either.
No,
she's 6'2". Is that giant?
For women, 6'4" is about as for centers. I think that's about as tall as you get.
Oh no, man! If you're as tall as me, and I'm 6'3", like that's you're pretty tall.
Maybe 6'5", 6'6". That's rare though.
How tall is Cameron Brink? Oh yeah, she's 6'4".
Okay, yeah. So that's
has she played basketball yet?
Lisa Leslie was
Cameron Brink.
6'4".
Yeah, she tore her ACL.
I know, but I'm saying has she played basketball? I haven't seen one Cameron Brink game.
Yeah, she played her rookie year, but then she tore her knee very soon after. So, already my favorite player though, Sug Sutton.
Oh yeah, I'm about to get a jersey.
Sug is her name. She's coming from the Washington Mystics, but yeah, already, and she looks like she would just cross you up. Give whatever. She's got a bag. I could tell she's got a deep bag. 5'8" point guard. I think that I'm right now just staking my claim on Sug Sutton and being my favorite player already. Have you seen her? Taking a look at her? She's a baller. You can tell.
Yeah, you can tell she's ready to hoop. Again, breakout season. It's coming.
Sug Sutton, baby. Sign up. Where did she go to school? She went to Texas. She's a Longhorn.
Sug in Texas? Yeah, that fits.
Yeah. This is fun. This is fun getting to know these new Portland Fire team members here. I'm excited to go to a game. I'm really looking forward to actually going to a game.
I really am.
Look at this.
I really am getting a jersey. You got fan, people coming in, picking up their stuff after a long party.
Yeah. It was one of those nights. I don't know when or what game I'm going to get to, but it'll happen. For sure. I'm stoked. I don't know if anybody else out there
Depending on how much tickets are, you might get season tickets. They're probably like
they're probably
$6,
reasonable.
$8.
Are you? Is anybody else out there excited for the Portland Fire now that we actually have like
now that it's
people?
happening?
Yeah,
You see it's
on a
happening.
team
Yeah,
and a draft. Like I said, it started to hit me the last couple of days. Where I'm like, dude, we have a WNBA team now. This is awesome.
It could be pretty cool, man. I'm looking forward to it.
I don't
$24
care.
a game.
I don't care about WNBA
For season tickets,
How much was it?
$24 a game.
$24 a game.
That's the starting price.
It's not bad.
Only like 9 games.
Yeah, I'm not a big WNBA fan. I am a big Portland fan, though. So when Portland gets something nice, gets a fun toy like this, new professional team, hell yeah, dude. Sign me up.
And hey, maybe if people actually show up, then baseball might be like, maybe it will work there.
How about that?
Wait, you're
Just
saying
saying.
if we fill an arena for WNBA games, MLB will take that as a
Yes.
sign?
Yes.
Okay.
Look how seriously you wouldn't say, man. Look, if they filled that up for a WNBA, or even got close to it, like they would love a Major League Baseball team.
Rob Manfred, that wouldn't even move his needle an iota, but I like your sentiment.
I'm just saying.
A raucous Moda Center, 20,000 filled for a WNBA regular season game. Fire are 5-22, still selling out the arena.
It's going to be weird because it's at the Moda Center this summer, and then the next 3 summers it'll be at the Coliseum while the renovation's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And Tom Dundon actually expressed in his opening press conference as Blazers owner, like he wishes that could get going on June 1st. Like really wishes this summer was the start. So that'll be interesting too.
Yeah, guy wastes no time. He's a go-getter, that Tom Dundon. Well, stoked we actually have some players on the roster now for the Portland Fire. I was looking up the expansion draft stuff for like the last couple weeks to figure out what the hell was going to happen and who to expect. So yeah, we have our roster now. And I believe the WNBA draft, it happens after the tournament. I'm just trying to remember when the actual draft is. I
think it said April 7th.
I was going to say, I feel like it's in the middle of the week or something like that. WNBA draft is going to take place April 7th, which is going to be Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday. So you'll find out which rookies. Wait.
13th. April 13th. Excuse me.
We're crushing it. We're doing great. 13th. So that is 2 Mondays from now. Yes?
That's correct.
Just dying.
That would be one.
So.
Yeah. So a week from this coming Monday is what you're saying.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
Yes, correct. All right, let's move it along here. Let's go back to maybe. Oh, this is on the text line. Maybe we can get Portland Fire legend Jackie Stiles, #1 overall pick, to come out of retirement.
I mean, why not?
Could she get a foul and hit a free throw and score the first Fire point in the relaunch? That'd be kind of cool.
Can we retire her jersey already?
That would be the first one.
See that would be a very Portland-esque thing to do.
Absolutely.
Before our first game, Fire fans, we are going to honor a legend. How long were the Portland Fire
4
originally
seasons.
around?
It was
Yeah,
not
it was like
long.
3 years. It was
97 or 98 to 01 or 2.
She averaged 14.9 points per game in her first season with the
was
Portland
cold.
Fire in 2001.
She was cold.
Let's go to college basketball. We got March Madness still going on. We got a Final Four today. We might get even more teams in the future. Get to some baseball stuff. Hour number 2 coming up here on the Fan Sports Network, Sports Saturday.
FM and 1080 AM.
First on The Fan. Busy day here in Portland sports-wise. You got the Timbers getting going tonight against the Vancouver Whitecaps FC with a 7:30 start. Make sure you keep it locked here on the Fan Sports Network. You got pregame coverage getting going right here at 6:30 p.m. Over to the PGA as we are on the eve weekend of the Masters. The Valero Texas Open happening right now down in San Antonio. Play suspended, though, because of weather. Right now, Robert McIntyre in the lead at 15 under. He was through 6 when play stopped. Ludwig Gobert is with him on the course, sitting in second at 13 under. Over to the college hardwood. The Final Four getting going tonight for the men's side of things. Number 2, UConn up against third-seeded Illinois at 3:09 on TBS. Then you got the 2 number 1 seeds, Arizona and Michigan, going at it. That's a 5:49 tip also on TBS. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Schulte from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Heard missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The home of prime time with Isaac and Sue. Weekday.
Hour number 2, Sports Saturday, right here on the Fan Sports Network. Thanks for hanging out with us on this beautiful Saturday morning. If you are hanging out with us, I don't know why. You should be outside touching grass, or at least be outside touching grass listening to us on the Odyssey app.
Or you're driving around in your car. Hey, shout out to my Uber driver, Timothy. You know what I'm saying? He was super cool this morning. He's a performer and a writer and all this stuff. I was like, man, good for you. It's always cool to meet like cool Uber or Lyft drivers and stuff like that when you have to do that. Like sometimes that's an awkward ride when you have to go like 30, 40 minutes somewhere.
I got a Lyft a few weeks back, and the guy picks me up, and he started serenading me with Frank Sinatra, My Way. Like
it's not creepy at all.
He was singing right along with it. Turns out, so I get home, I get back to my girlfriend's house. I was like, I just got serenaded by the Lyft. She got the same Lyft driver like a month before that with her friends, and it was the same exact dude doing the same thing, like singing Frank Sinatra or Dean Martin to them, like full-throated in his car.
Can you
like
imagine just driving down the street and somebody's just start spreading the news. Like what?
I'm leaving today.
I'm all like crossfaded in the back of this Lyft, and then he starts going.
Well, so wait, it was after a function, or it was like
regrets? I've had a few, and I was like, "What the hell is this really happening?" Right? The whole drive home.
Now is he good?
1 star.
Is he talented?
Yeah, it was like this little Asian dude, but he had a booming voice.
Bro, I don't want to.
I did it my way.
So what time was it when you had this Lyft or Uber?
It was like 10 at night, 10:30, something like that.
Were you kind of lit a little bit?
Oh yeah, it was.
Don't want to hear you sing Frank Sinatra right now, bro.
It honestly sobered me up a little bit. It helped.
Yeah, that's what I don't want. I'm feeling good. I'm on a good one in the Lyft or in the taxi on the way home. Like, yeah, man, what a great. I'm reflecting over all the pictures and all the text over the night. I'm like, man, what a good night. And then I got this dude singing I did it my way to me. Come on, man, just get me there. Sometime, just don't. You don't have to sing to me, sir. You can just drive.
Yeah. So shout out to the Uber drivers, Lyft drivers doing something different.
Yeah. All Uber Eats too, man. For all the lazy folk at home on a beautiful Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah. What were we doing? What's happening? What are we talking about?
Sports.
Oh yeah. Final Four. That's right. It's today. What time are the games actually?
3:09.
It says 3:09 and then 5:49, which are the most random.
That is
times.
Very random. Why do they do that?
I think that's the tip time, I guess. Have the intros and have the everything.
I feel like I've
heard commercials.
I feel like I've heard this answer multiple times. Yeah, why did they?
No, I think they're being actually. I think Rashad's right. It's actually accurate. Instead of just saying it's at 3 p.m., which annoys every effing one of us. Every Blazers game,
point.
it's a 7 p.m. start, and then it doesn't tip off until 7:09. Tell me it doesn't tip off until 7:09.
Yeah,
I'll be trying to break my neck to get inside the Moda Center because I'm like, oh man, it's 6:57. Like, let's get there before it's 7. And then we get there, and they're still shoot around.
They haven't
and they're
played
still,
ace trumpets yet.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah, 309, 549 are the times for the matchups today. 309, that is Illinois versus UConn. 549 is the real main event though. Michigan, Arizona, both number 1 seeds. Best 2 teams in the tournament, definitely. But this Illinois UConn game, this should be fun. It should be a fun game. I mean, UConn trying to win their 3rd national championship in 4 years. And yeah, you're right, Jordan. We were here on air Saturday. Last week was the Duke-UConn game where UConn won with 0.3 seconds left. Just crazy final sequence. I'm starting to get this kind of vibe where I'm like, UConn's going to end up pulling this off, aren't they? They're going to beat Illinois, and then they're going to end up beating Michigan or Arizona and win it again, damn it.
Yeah.
No.
Dan Hurley.
Yeah. I mean, look, everything is set up for UConn to be great. And we talked about this last week, man. They at the end of the day, they had a bunch of adults. Excuse me, we talked about this on Monday with Dirt and Sprague. Like, UConn is a bunch of juniors and seniors and stuff like that. Not a whole lot of one-and-dones. Braylon Mullins, some other ones. You've got a couple freshmen on that team, but Duke was a team that was mostly freshmen. And the moment was just, too much for those young dudes, and they couldn't do anything about it. So, yeah, I think, unfortunately for most people, and I don't think UConn is the most popular program, especially after Gino and everything last night. But
yeah,
hey,
what
man,
the hell is that?
I mean, it's Gino being Gino.
Yeah.
What can you say? Like, that's just kind of who he is. But that's a whole different thing. Either way, this UConn team is incredibly dangerous. I think they could be the team that end up doing it. Like, you would think it's going to be one of these 1 seeds. But history's kind of taught us over the last little bit, like, 1 seeds don't necessarily always equate to a championship. Like,
they do not. No. Yeah, what was the deal with that Gino Auriemma, Don Staley thing last night? I just saw that they were jawing at each other after the game. Do we know why?
I haven't seen the clip, but yeah, all I've seen is Gino is a red ass.
Hey, man, Gino, number one, say what you want to about, Don Staley. You know what I mean? She is still a woman. And for you to come at her like that was crazy, all in her face, like he was going to do something. You weren't going to do anything, Gino. That's number one. But just some of the comments that he made about her is like, oh, no, we don't have much in common. We, she's not the type of person that I want to, something to that regard. I don't know exactly what the quote is, forgive me. Yeah, it was something about like, yeah, we don't have anything in common. She's not the type of person I want to kind of be around, something to that effect. But
jeez.
But yeah, Gino's I guess she was barking some stuff to the referees as she was coaching, as most passionate coaches do, and you don't want to hear the things she says to the referees. And I'm like, man, okay, all right, Gino, you're right, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I do. Any coach, Dan Hurley, I give just as much ass. I'm done with his shtick. I'm sick of him yelling at the referees. It's such a tired ass game.
Hurley or Gino?
Dan Hurley.
Yeah.
No, the unbelievable, and I think we can kind of broad brush this against all college basketball coaches. The attitudes that I am the most important person in the world, and if you don't listen to me, then the world is gonna effing end. Like, it is unbelievable how often they get that pissed.
Yeah, and so I don't know. Gino just had some words. Number one, he was getting his ass kicked. Those girls didn't lose by a little bit. Like, it was the number one team in the country. They were going for this undefeated season, and they got their ass kicked.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what happened, and he was pissed off about it because there was a good chance that the boys and girls team could have hoisted national championship gold again like they did when Taurasi and Emeka Okafor did it back in like 2004 or something like that. So,
as the teams waited for the clock to expire, both coaches walked toward midcourt. As they started to shake hands, Auriemma scolded Staley. Then Philly Dawn came out. The shouting escalated. Assistants and officials jumped between them. Staley turned and walked away, hot as July asphalt. I will beat Gino's ass, she said several times.
No, for real, because you can see initially on Don Staley's face, she's looking as Gino's talking to her. They're shaking hands. She's looking. It's like, wait, what? Like, what are you saying? And then she fired back, like, hold on. Who are you talking to?
So, yeah, here's a couple lines from earlier this season. Couple quotes. Gino Auriemma, after their regular season loss to South Carolina, said, "It's not basketball anymore." So he hates her.
He hates her.
In defending her players, Staley hit back. They play the right way. We don't denounce anybody's play. They're always uplifting the game of women's basketball, and when we were getting our heads beat in by UConn for all those years, I said nothing. That escalation just happened to coincide with a year in which the Gamecocks were striving to complete an undefeated season. This fight had been building after Ariema tried to shrink it. I said what I had to say. Nothing. The protocol is before the game, you meet at half court. He said, I waited there for like 3 minutes. Talking about the pregame handshake, a gracious moment he believes Staley shunned. So, yeah, they really don't like each other.
No, they don't. And I think Gino's one of those guys that believes that there's only room at the top of the mountain for him. He's been the most successful women's coach. You know, him, Pat Summitt, like the list is really, really, really short as far as the greatest of all time. And Don Staley is on his ass in that regard. Like this South Carolina squad has been hooping for the past, 6 seasons, something like that. So, yeah, I think he's a little threatened by this woman who was also an incredible player.
Yeah, so basically he was also a little pissed off for the game because they were supposed to do some handshake. Did shake hands, acknowledge each other after coming onto the court before introductions. Ariema expected Staley to follow Final Four tradition and shake again after the PA announcer introduced the teams. Maybe Staley forgot. Maybe she was momentarily confused. Whatever the case, the grievance was small. It should have been too small for Ariema to carry that kind of venom. I said what I said, and obviously she didn't like it. I just told the truth.
Yeah, or maybe they just don't like or respect each other.
No,
and there's no point in us going to exchange pleasantries before the game if neither one of us really care about one another. Like I understand, because unlike the players, they got to see each other quite often. So the players might not really cross paths that often, but these coaches, they do. And so, man, you're not my type of people. I'm not yours. That's cool.
Yeah, he was just essentially pissed off at the end of the game because this article says he projected a whole evening of frustration onto that one gripe. South Carolina dictated the game, and he couldn't do anything about it.
If they had that, if they'd have won, would he have been as pissed about the pregame handshake? Of course not.
The game wasn't played the way we want to play it. It was played the way South Carolina wanted to play it. So, yeah, I mean, that was the kerfuffle last night between Gino Auriemma and Dawn Staley. She even said, you can ask Gina the question. He's the one that initiated the conversation. I don't want what happened there to dampen what we were able to accomplish. So, yeah, she was very
Good job,
much,
Coach.
Yeah, she was very much like, I don't care, whatever. Like, we won. We're focused on that, trying to win another championship. He was so emotional, he couldn't even see himself. He talked about teaching his UConn teams about winning and losing with class, but he didn't recognize the contradiction of his actions. You have to be gracious in your losing. I never wanted to be anything other than that and treat people with respect. After doing just that.
Yeah. I mean, so Gino, I mean, it's never too late for us to learn a lesson. Never too late for us to grow. And this is one of those teachable moments for you, for your squad. Hopefully for you, this doesn't mess up your recruitment. Don Staley may not get – I mean, for real, he may not get, all the girls, but you going at her like that on that moment doesn't look great for you. If that's how you talk to other coaches, how might you talk to some of your own players sometimes? So
I hear you, though. I think that Gino is having a little bit of this is my sport and, how dare you do what
How
you
dare
just,
this woman come to women's college basketball and make her stake her claim. Words. How dare she?
Yeah. Let's get into more March Madness stuff because we started talking about the men's and then
this happened.
And then the ladies they took the attention.
Kind of the biggest story of the day, I guess, yesterday.
Kind of. I mean, the two heads of college basketball, women's college basketball, going after each other like that. Yeah, definitely make some headlines. Get back into men's Final Four next here on the Fan Sports Network, Sports Saturday.
There's a difference between liking a house and actually getting it. Redfin is built to make up that difference and close the
All right, so the two Final Four matchups are today. First one, Illinois versus UConn. Yeah, I mean, just as a Pitt Panther college basketball fan and having to deal with UConn all the years, I hope they don't win ever again. And I hope they lose this one. But
I'm blaming
chances
that
are
one more on Duke.
Chances are, yeah, well, you're right. That should be Duke in this game, but it's another conversation. Yeah, Illinois is the favorite in this one. By the way, they're up. They are a 1.5 point favorite over UConn. I like that. What is it? The kid for Illinois, is it Wagler? Wagler. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
He's a beast. Yeah, he can get a bucket. That's for sure. But yeah, it's just there's something about this damn UConn team and Dan Hurley. And it's just UConn in general. They always figure it out. They always find a way, man. And I don't know how you want to talk about them being in this game because of what Duke did towards the end, turning the ball over, them hitting that final shot. Boy, and we kind of made fun of it on Monday because the Duke play-by-play guys like, hey, they should have a player ran on the court. It should have been a technical foul. They should be shooting free throws. Dan Hurley should have gotten a technical foul.
He should have.
At the end of the game when Intrusive Thoughts won out and he, for some reason, headbutted or went forehead to forehead with a referee, and the referee just took it and did it. And the context of the situation is that referee has a good relationship with all the coaches, and
that's not the time to do
very,
that.
Very playful, and I cannot believe he did. I thought that was after the game when I saw that video going around. I thought that was after the clock expired.
Still not the time to do that if you're the ref.
He went up to the ref.
There's never a good time to do that.
How did that not?
Yeah,
there's no investigation.
Insane.
There's no anything like that.
That is contact with an official, is it not?
But it looked like they were buddies almost.
Yeah,
well, they probably are.
You did this. Good job.
Yeah,
what are we doing?
The ref was about to give him a push in the chest. That's right.
Go get
Let's
it.
Go, boy.
That's what I'm talking about. That's every athlete that's ever done anything cool, whether it's in football when you hit somebody hard or a basketball when you dunk on somebody. Or get a big and one. There's that face-to-face, forehead-to-forehead moment you have with a teammate. That's what that looked like. Like they were in cahoots.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah. If I'm a Duke fan, again, the whole
collusion.
The whole player running on the court thing was not a big deal to get a tech, but if I see that and I'm a Duke fan, I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
You're saying if John Shire did that to the ref, then he's just getting away with that?
We knew it.
There's something about
we knew it.
There is
always been cheating.
There is a Dan Hurley factor with that seemingly he's the only one that can do that and get away with it.
Dan Hurley is essentially like a football coach that is a basketball. Just look at the emotion, the everything he has. I love Dan Hurley as a coach. I know, Jordan, you're saying you don't love
I get
the
why you like it.
And everything like that, but sometimes it's great to have a coach that gives an S, and shows that they do.
He's a red ass, and he can be annoying, but I find it funny. And
I think it's funny.
I find it refreshing.
Yeah, that's okay. Now, mind you, if
he
it were
is an ass, but
if he were the Oregon coach, no one would care. This would be awesome.
If it were just him and two others, great. But now every coach, and maybe I shouldn't dislike Dan Hurley as much. Maybe I should dislike the people copying him. It's every college basketball coach that's starting to act like a petulant child now, and that's kind of where I'm like, okay, guys, he can do it because he's the OG. Let's not just copy him.
I'm kind of okay with it. I don't think everybody has to be Coach K standing there with their arms crossed, turning red, screaming at the refs.
It's time and a place, though.
Yeah, I think it's okay to show some, especially in college, man, where kids are younger and more lively. It's good to show them that you care. So this way you can kind of entice them to maybe care a little more too. So in the NBA, this is your job. If you don't care, then leave or you'll be replaced. But here it's like, man, you got to incentivize those kids.
I know that I will have to time my nap today, so that way I am awake by 5:49 p.m. because that is the time of the Michigan-Arizona game.
Are you gonna miss the first one?
Probably. So we get done here at noon today. I will probably get home sometime around 1, do some stuff, do some chores, maybe make a little lunch, conk out about around 2, wake up around halftime for the Illinois-UConn game. That's probably what's going to be happening there.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's my guess.
That's cool.
I do want to watch the whole Michigan-Arizona game. I said on Monday, I was like, this is the national championship game. The winner of this one is going to win the national championship.
I don't know, man.
I strongly believe that. Even after I said 10, 15 minutes ago that UConn's going to end up winning the whole thing.
Honestly, man, I kind of think Illinois is going to do it.
I
Sounds
feel like,
weird, but that's the team that everybody's kind of sleeping on.
They are the redheaded stepsister in this bunch. It's like Arizona, Michigan, number 1 seeds, best teams in the country. UConn.
Who was the
Dan
matchup
Hurley,
last year?
best coach in college basketball, and Illinois.
Who was the matchup last year?
In the championship game?
Yeah.
It was Florida, Houston.
Who saw that, coming? No one.
Yeah, I mean, Houston's been better the last handful of years since, what's his nuts, Kelvin Sampson.
Who'd they beat in the Final Four?
In the Final Four, they beat Duke because
that's right.
Duke blew the lead to Houston in the Final Four.
Yeah, so I could totally see them beating UConn, Illinois beating UConn kind of in similar fashion. I could see that.
Oh, just got an update from Gino Ariema. He says there's no excuse for emotional outbursts at Don Staley in closing seconds of Final Four game. So Gino takes a little accountability on that one there.
Yeah, PR came out and said, "Yeah, you got to fix this."
I love the whole,
you got to fix this, man. Like, this looks terrible.
I love playing the who do you root for? Who do you think's going to win? That's my.
That's a fun game.
It's my favorite game in sports. Do you have a rooting interest in this Final Four?
I mean,
are you pulling for anybody?
I mean, as a kid, one of the first full books I ever read was the Fab Five when I was in 5th grade, and so
You read a book?
I read a book, man. I read like 3 of them in my life, so watch out, bro. But no, I love this Michigan team. I think they're so good. What's my big guy's name who probably won't be drafted within the first 7 picks of the draft, which is crazy? Lundenberg.
Yaxel.
Yaxel
Lundenberg.
I think he's the real deal. He reminds me a lot of Giannis if Giannis played college at all. And so, yeah, I'm excited to see what he's going to be able to do. But this Arizona squad is long and rangy and athletic and really, really, really good.
They shoot the ball
well, great.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is going to be a good matchup. It's like, both teams kind of complement each other. So we'll see how this works.
Yaxel 6'9", 240.
But give me Michigan in that game.
You think Michigan is going to win, or you want Michigan to win?
I mean, I don't really dislike either team. I used to have love for Arizona because of Mike Bibby and Miles Simon back in 96, 97. So I got love for Arizona. So I don't really care. I got love for Michigan too. So, but I would like to see Michigan win more than likely. Yeah.
I hope UConn definitely does not win their game. I hope Illinois ends up winning that one. I think UConn is going to win, but I'm pulling for the Fighting Illini. In this Michigan-Arizona one, I don't really have I don't have a basketball beef with either school. Like, they never did.
They're both cool to me. That's what I'm saying. That's how I feel.
Neither team ever did anything to Pitt. Back in the day,
never
that broke my
any
heart.
hearts.
Yeah, exactly. But there is part of me that kind of finally wants to see Arizona finish it off. I know they already have.
It's been a long time.
It's been a while. It's been 30
a long
years, but it's been 30 years of them being very, very, very good. And as we've said, almost on that blue blood status, but they just haven't finished the job. And I kind of want to see Arizona finally do it.
And they've had some really good players between that championship then and there. Like, they've had a long history of. So it would be nice to see Arizona and maybe a West Coast team, win a national championship for once. So that'd be good.
And then they can have the coveted Joe Fisher stamp of approval as a blue blood.
There you go. That's all it takes, right? That's all it takes. They just got to get this one. So, Fab Five is doing
I'm pulling for Arizona.
Yeah, the Fab Five is doing like a simulcast of the game. So they're
so it's them watching
the game and doing stuff. So I might watch that version of it because that would be fun to see, especially with C-Web back. Like, yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah. I think again, I just think this is going to be a very, very good game. I can't say, I believe that Michigan is going to have that. I don't know, dude. I don't know how this game's going to go. I think it's going to be really, really good, though. I think it's going to be close, decided in the end, final seconds. Just give me this game being just billed as what is expected to be. Just the best game of the year, and then I don't care what happens in the national championship. Just give me this one to be really, really good.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Then we'll get our national championship game on Monday.
Yeah, I'm with you. But my afternoon is set. I know you'll be taking a nap, but
dude,
I
can't
I'm
wait.
up for a while.
Me and my girlfriend, we looked at each other this morning, just struggling on the struggle bus, and I said to her, I was like, I can't wait for my nap later today.
Yeah.
She's
I'm
like,
thinking
"Me
about
too."
breakfast now. That's what I'm thinking about after I get out of here. I know it'll be late, but, maybe a late brunch.
Yeah, this is weird. This whole starting an hour late.
Yeah.
It's throwing my day off a little bit. But
I'll be honest.
weird,
I don't
yeah.
love it now that we're in the 11 o'clock hour. I'll be honest. I don't love it now. I wish
Yeah.
the show was over.
like, I
Feeling
wish
that
I-
I'm like, I
wish I was halfway home. What the hell?
Yeah.
We are going to get some more tournament teams. Let's talk about that next year. March Madness is going to expand. Sports Saturday, Fan Sports Network. But first, Schultze with a Sports Center update.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, the Portland Timbers in action tonight against the Vancouver Whitecaps FC. You've got coverage getting going right here on the Fan Sports Network at 6:30 p.m. And the game gets going at 7:30. Of course, it can be watched on Apple TV. Over to the PGA, of course, before the Masters next weekend, you got the Valero Texas Opening happening this weekend. Suspended right now due to weather in San Antonio. You've got Robert McIntyre sitting atop the field right now at 15 under through 6 at the time of the suspension. And second, along with him on the course, is Ludwig Oberg. He is at 13 under. Over to the NCAA. Final Four happening tonight. First off, you got number 2 UConn and number 3 Arizona tipping off, number 3 Illinois tipping off at 3:09 on TBS. The Fighting Illini are a 1.5-point favorite. Then at 5:49, the top seeds of the tournament left, Arizona v. Michigan. And Michigan right now sitting as a 1.5-point favorite in that one. Once again, 5:49 as well on TBS. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Schultze from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Heard missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Sports Saturday with Joe Fisher and Rashad Taylor.
Welcome back in. Doing a little March Madness conversation here. March Madness expected to finalize an expansion, actually. We're looking to go to 76 teams. This could be finalized here very, very soon to where we will go from 68 teams. That's the 64 with the 4 play-in team. Is that right? 8 play-in teams? 4 play-in teams.
No, 4. It's still 2 games of 2 teams, right?
Yes, 8 playing teams.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay. So going from 68 to 76, so they're just going to be adding in 8 more teams into this field to make it 76. Jordan also shared with me a great video from The Onion of their fake newsroom of when the NCAA expanded to 4,096
So funny. Go watch that if you haven't. You can find it on YouTube. It will give you a
great.
laugh.
But yes, this was reported by Ross Dellinger that the bracket would grow to 76 teams each and include a new opening round for March Madness, which features 24 teams that would compete in 12 games over 2 days.
Can we stop?
Cool.
Can we please?
So more basketball that we don't care about at the beginning of the tournament?
From there, the 12 winners would advance to a 52-team bracket, according to Dellinger. That means 8 teams would be pulled from the main bracket rather than 4 under this 68-team format while adding 8 at-large spots.
Stupid.
Yeah, I hate this.
This is stupid. This is stupid.
Why?
We're making.
It's more basketball.
Just give us a mid-season tournament or something like that. I
No,
would much
that's
rather you
not even
did
gonna work either.
something cool like that actually had real teams in it, and doesn't feel like an NIL.
You want
Give us
an
something
IST?
cool.
You want an in-season tournament?
That'd be cool.
You want a cup?
You know what? Screw the NIT, screw the CBA or whatever the hell the other tournament's called. Let's just make it 128 teams. Everyone gets into the tournament if you're Division 1, and we'll play it down from there. Like, this is stupid.
That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, give me
That'd take forever. That'd take
it wouldn't actually take
like a month and a half.
It wouldn't actually take that much longer. The 4,096 team format, I was just bored, so I did that. I'm like, that would be 3 extra weeks.
Can we do our RPI rankings 1 through 300 and something, however many Division 1 schools are, and have a full Division 1 tournament? Where
That's
number
crazy.
1 seed plays number 300 and something, number 2 seed plays 300 something. You got number 148 seed playing 170.
Louisiana State Tech.
Yeah,
God.
let's do it. Let's do a full D1 bracket.
Yeah, I am not interested in any of that. Like, already the first couple games are pretty tough to watch because some of those teams clearly have no business in the tournament. Like, none at all in the tournament. But you get Iona there, or you get the Derek Zoolander Center for kids who can't read good to play against Duke in the first game, and they completely demolished that team and scored 3,000. Like, that's not fun to watch. And now you're going to open that up to even more mid teams, anything. Number one, if you're the 68th team in the tournament, you're pretty bad. So now let's let in the 70th and 72nd and 75th. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I got to reread this because I'm getting kind of hung up. 24 teams that would compete in 12 games over 2 days. That would be that opening round. Then the 12 winners. From there, the 12 winners would advance to a 52-team bracket. So then that makes it the 64 teams.
Yeah, so we're adding more play-in teams is what we're doing.
So we basically go 52 at-large teams, and then adding an extra. That means 8 teams would be pulled from the main bracket rather than 4 under the 68 team. Yeah, well, okay.
I mean, it meant a lot, like when, say, locally, University of Portland or PSU, the couple of times they've made the tournament, like, it meant a lot when that happened. And to me, this just devalues it. Other people see it from the other side of the coin, like, oh, well, this just gives more people a chance. But you're right, Rashad. The level of basketball is already ass. I was lamenting at the break. Take Caden Boozer's freaking NIL money away because the best player for the number 1 team in the nation can't just hold the ball and call a timeout or chuck a 3-up and use that airtime to kill the clock. It's unbelievable. And yet we're saying, well, you know what? Let's watch the 70th best team in the nation. This is asinine, guys.
It'd be different if every year bracketology and all these things didn't make so much damn money. And every year they make more and more and more money. And so they're seeing, like, how can we make more money? We add more games. And that's exactly what's happening. They want to add more. They feel like these teams are deserving. They're not. But they want to add more games just for the same reason they added an additional game in the NFL.
It's money, more
It's
games,
money,
more advertising.
Yeah, that's, more opportunities for them. And some of those schools, I'll say this, some of the schools might need the push, might need the exposure. Being in the tournament is going to be a great thing for their school. I don't know. It used to be back then that schools get X amount of dollars for being in the tournament. I don't know what that is these days, probably exponentially more. So the rub is great, but, like, the amount of basketball, as somebody coming from the guy who doesn't love college basketball, I guess the way, you guys do is like, I don't want to see more mid.
You don't need to see
basketball.
Arkansas Pine Bluff?
I do not.
I'm reading this from on3.com article there, but they asked Coach K about this, and he said that the field of 68 that March Madness has is gold. And as far as the expansion goes, he says that's a big mistake. One, there are less teams capable right now than ever before, and there are many have-nots, and it's not their fault. I don't think he messed with something that is gold.
100%.
Yeah, I'm with it. It's just I understand why they're doing it, but yeah, I feel like a lot of people are like, why?
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, some extra games, but we don't need them. Like, we don't need them. We'll take them if you're going to offer them, but I just don't see what are we going to learn from this extra little play-in tournament with more teams. Like, this is what we talked about this with the play-in tournament for the NBA before too. It's like the 7-8 seeds ain't going to win it. Like, no. So why are we giving the 9 and 10 seeds a chance? Like, we've seen the Miami Heat, they made a run to the finals a couple years ago. The Knicks during that lockout season, I believe, were an 8 seed as well. So a couple exceptions to it, but outside of that, like, why are we giving teams 74, 75, 76 a chance here? Like, they're not going to run the table. So stop giving opportunities to teams that aren't going to have a chance.
And don't make them, you're going to have, St. Mary's or St. Bonaventure or some school that's, doesn't have a bunch of NIL money playing against the Michigans and the Ohio States and the whoever that have a bunch of dollars to give out to the top players in the country. So you're going to get these blowouts in the first week like you typically do. We might see an upset right around, 7-8, 6-7. Like, you'll see something around there. But for the most part, you're not seeing any big blowouts from a 14 beating a 3. That's not happening.
I mean, what is it? 2 overall 8 seeds, one recently with the Heat. And frankly, if you look at their record, they actually still had a decent one that year with 44 wins. It wasn't bad. And then I think in the 90s, like the Knicks, as you just said, the 2 8 seeds in the history of the NBA Finals making it there. It's not interesting basketball that we're going to be throwing in on Tuesday and Wednesday nights. You guys already don't watch the current playing games, right? Unless I'm doing nothing and there's nothing else on, I ain't throwing those on. Who's going to be throwing these other games on?
It's kind of background fodder, when we had the play-in games this year. I don't know. There is something about the title, though. Like, I use Arkansas Pine Bluff as an example. It's like Arkansas Pine Bluff is going to be taking on Tarleton State. All right, cool. I don't care. In a March Madness matchup, round 1, okay, now I'm in. Like, there's something about, like, once you put the title on these games, like, yeah, I don't care about these teams at all, but, it's March Madness?
But is it March Madness?
It's going to be a bastardized version
Tuesday
of it.
and Wednesday, I still don't think the play-in games are technically March Madness. I don't.
There's a lot of people, I hear you, too, because it's like, the tournament starts on Tuesday. Not really.
Why isn't the fan out at A on Tuesday night then? Anybody explain that one to me?
Can we be there? Yeah, Tuesday. How about we add Saturday?
They're going to send us. They're going to send us. That's what's going to be Tuesday. You guys are up. The day nobody's going to be there. It'll be great for your show.
We got to stop acting like, and I'm not saying us 3. I'm talking about the collective basketball world. Stop acting like anybody cares about these playing games.
They do not.
Stop it.
If not for brackets, no one would give a damn.
Yeah, it's the gamblers. They sure love it. Let's talk some baseball to wrap things up next. A monumental change in how the game is being played. We get to that next here. Sports Saturday, the 15th ranked show on Saturdays from 9 to 11, according to Nielsen. I'm looking at the ratings right now. That's right, baby. You got one more segment of the 15th ranked show in the market here on the Fan Sports Network.
Dirt and Sprague. Dirt and Sprague. Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
You can try this at home.
hot ratings talk in the commercial break here of the Portland market.
I had to ask. I wasn't sure. I never look at the numbers. I don't know where we are on Saturdays.
I just pulled up the last 3 months. Do you want what do you want? Do you want when did we move to Saturdays?
Like 4 months
June,
ago?
July.
No way, really?
Yeah, this summer, guys.
Now, it was this summer.
It was before my wife's birthday. I know that, which is in August. August 14th. Love you, baby.
Okay, so let's do this. We'll go August through February. All right, August through February. On Saturdays 9 to 11.
Right.
I know we were not there on every Saturday 9 to 11, but that is usually our
That's
spot.
the Ducks' fault.
That is the Ducks' fault.
That
and
is.
Sometimes, well, no, it's not Seahawks' fault anymore. Used to be Seahawks'
It used to be
fault.
Seahawks' fault.
All right, so Saturdays 9 to 11 a.m. from, what did I say, August through February?
August to February.
All right, baby. Here we go. Let's see.
Drum roll, please.
Let's see what these ratings look like. We're a ratings bonanza in the market. Also, while I'm getting this pulled up, okay, perfect. That happened a lot faster than I anticipated. We are tied for 17th in the market, baby.
All right.
with a
Look at us.
with a 1.8 share. That's right.
Out of what,
Suck
like
it.
22 options? We're pretty far down there.
No, this list has 37 stations. Now, some of them have like the HD2.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Some of them have the stream
that
of
doesn't
the station as well.
Real radio stations, it's like 20-ish.
Hey,
we're there. We're not the bottom.
We're not the bottom.
top half, technically.
Yeah, we'll
Let's
take it.
go.
We'll take it.
Let's not worry about these streams and these HD2 stations.
Keep up the mid work, fellas.
You guys
Yeah.
are studs. Radio studs.
Oh, that's what we do. That's what we do, baby. Baseball, it's back. MLB. The season started last week, but we got basically now a full week of action and games and of automatic ball strike system, which on Monday, Rashad, I was clamoring about and how much I loved it. And then I was sitting in my car, or I was in the shower, it was a shower thought or a traffic thought, I was thinking about automatic ball strike system. And it really just kind of hit me. This is like unheard of as far as a move in the game of baseball. You are literally changing ball and strike calls, and like that to me, I had to sit back. I'm like, this is insane. Are we we're actually doing this? And we had already been doing it for a week, and I'm like, hold on a second. We are literally going back and saying, no, that's not a ball. And then be like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. That wasn't a ball. It was a strike.
I don't like it.
It is such to me a wild change from the game of baseball. And again, I'm a fan. If you can get the call right, you have the technology to do it, then get the call right. But the fact that I'm thinking of 10-year-old Joe playing Little League baseball, and I'm up to plate, and I don't swing, and they call it a strike, and I just look at the ump and go, no, I don't believe that.
Do it again.
And the ump going all right, well, let's take a look. Oh, little Joe, you were right. Okay, that's a ball, actually. The whole idea of that to me is just
asinine.
I can't believe this is actually happening.
Yeah, I
like
love
it. Get the calls right, but it is just such a from the what baseball is. Throw the pitch, ball, strike, whatever. All right, we're on to the next one. Ball, strike. It just throws such a wrench into the game that it's almost is this really happening? Is this a movie? Are we 100 years in the future playing some futuristic version of MLB baseball? And MLB, they're the only ones that are doing this. Obviously it started in the leagues, the smaller leagues coming up, but it is Major League Baseball, and they are doing this. It's wild to me. It's just crazy what the world that we're in now.
Yeah, I don't love it.
Balls aren't balls and strikes aren't strikes.
I don't love it.
Well, they are.
I'll be honest. As a guy who's not the avid baseball fan, I think I would kind of probably give that to Jordan, on the show.
Most
as far
likely.
as the biggest baseball fan here.
Hey!
I mean, you
Not true.
you did
You wear
very
Orioles
you did
gear
host
every day?
You did host the
Every day
show
of your
about
life?
baseball
I
for
did.
a few years. So yes. That said, the one beautiful thing about baseball is the fact that it is there is some human error there, right? As far as the umpire and everything like that. And so I like that you can get calls right and everything. You can get the pitches right, but I mean, come on. Again, like you said, what is this going to do to younger kids? And it may have an impact. It may not. But there's probably some young slugger who's looking to go to the next level that's maybe does start challenging every umpire's ball or strike. Like, no, that's not it. That's just outside here. That should be, that should be a ball.
It just kills me. Just strike.
No,
I disagree.
No,
I disagree. And so far, like I've read, the success rate is like right around 50%, 53%, 54%.
The success rate
of the system thus far, so far into the season.
So they are correcting it like 55%?
55% of the time they're getting it right.
Okay.
Basically, and so, I mean, for 50, I need to see the numbers closer to like 70 or 80 for you to really do this. Like, but 50% is like, man, we're getting half of these calls wrong.
Well, there's going to be a learning curve, right?
Of course, like to just get it going and everything like that, there's going to be a learning curve. But within a week and a half, like 50% of the calls have been, or excuse me, 46% of the calls have been wrong. It's a pretty significant number.
Again, it just kind of. I like it right now, but there was a moment the other night where I was seeing some highlights or a clip or something like that, and I was just like, "Is this a good thing? Is this right?" Because I feel it feels kind of wrong in a sense. Like we've watched this game for over 100 years
feels
as
weird.
a country. It's very weird. It's just very weird. I'm almost like, this is cool. I like this, but man, did we make the right choice here in implementing this? Time will tell, but it seems like right now, and again, season just started. There's always, last year it was the torpedo bats or whatever.
Yeah.
There's always an early
Before
season.
that, it was the pitch clock, yeah.
It's early season storyline, and this is it. But man, it is just it's such a drastic change to the game that it's like jarring in a sense where I'm just like, oh my God, like, all right, we've opened Pandora's box. Like, are we happy about this? Do we like this? I like it so far, but man, it's just crazy. It's wild times we're living in.
You guys are right about that for sure. However, and I do appreciate the human element in some things while still wanting things to be right in the world of sports. This particular subjective thing in the world of baseball, guys, it's been one of the biggest pain points for teams, for players, for umpires. And I think if you look at like, hey, if we could fix one thing, if we really could key in, what do we want to do? We need to get a subjective batter and strike freaking zone, or batter and an umpire agreed upon strike zone. There's one set box it can be, and it needs to be a lot more keyed in on. CB Buckner was embarrassed by, I think, almost 2 inches on a strikeout by Eugenio Suarez that he called. And even before CB Buckner could complete the strikeout call, it was Gino tapping his helmet like, hey, no, that's wrong. And did anything end up happening in the at-bat? No, Gino grounded out. But the point is, guys that have issues with lower parts of the zone, guys that maybe have issues with the outer parts of the zone, and that have been able to rule the game for so long behind home plate just because of that quote-unquote objectivity. Like, no, it's not. It needs to be one set thing, okay? Like that's where I sit on it, but it's so frustrating for me to see people being like the human element while at the same time watching these umpires absolutely owning it. Guys, what are we seeing? Umpires having to eat it in front of everybody. Well, that has never happened in the world of baseball.
What's great, and I said this to Rashad on Monday, is seeing the players have to eat it sometimes,
that too.
Yeah. Humbling.
Yeah.
Humbling. Oh, whoops. That was wrong. And you're seeing that because, like you said, Jordan, players can't kind of hide behind the fact that they can't hit the lower outside. They can't hit like certain zones or whatever. So, yeah, things that used to be a problem for them, now they can just say, that wasn't a strike.
No.
And hope to God that they're right. Like, that wasn't a strike.
No.
Just to save face, So
it's wild. I just had the moment the other day, like where I finally was just like, dude, we're really doing this.
Yeah,
like
I need to see it happen.
No going back now.
I need to see it happen in a real close game as we get closer towards the end of the season, to where it really impacts the way of the game.
There is going to be a playoff game. There's going to be a World Series game, whether it's this season or next, whatever.
Because that's when it's going to become a problem.
It's going to happen, and then I think that's when some people are going to be like,
either yes or no. It's going to be like, great, that was awesome, or this needs to change. It's going to be one of the two.
I mean, it's already getting fans involved, guys. I saw from that game where Gino challenged twice in the same at bat against CB Buckner.
The fans went insane.
And then somebody tweeted out, like, I was at that game. The screams for the home runs that we hit were not as loud as the ones for the ABS Challenge wins. Like, it is becoming a part of the game very quickly.
It's fun. It adds an entertainment factor.
And don't add a bunch of time to the game.
No, yeah, it's very quick. Yeah, it's just one of those where I'm just like, this is the right choice, but boy, I hope that we don't get to a point where, like, maybe we should have just kept it the way it was. I don't know if we'll ever get to that point.
What do we need umpires for then? No.
It's just such a drastic change to the game of baseball as we know it.
Why do we need umps anymore? If this thing can call balls and strikes for us, then what do we need umpires for?
That's a good point.
Just saying. Just guys taking up space on the field now.
Angel Hernandez bought 5,000. We need him out there.
Yeah, for real.
Bleep blurb.
He's probably glad he
See, we already have the machines do everything else for us. Why do we need an umpire?
Bleep blurb. You're out of here.
I can't wait for the book from Angel Hernandez. Like, what did you see in every call? Like, what did you see?
You mean we can't have an ump that's a first base umpire or somebody that's in third base? Or yes, we can. Like, we can have machines do that now. We don't need umpires anymore.
His book, the foreword, it should say at the very beginning, you must have glasses to read this book.
That's funny. That's good.
First page.
All right. That'll do it for us. Thank you guys for hanging out with us on this later Sports Saturday edition. We will be back next week, 9 to 11, as far as I know.
Fingers crossed.
You will catch me filling in for Luke Anderson, I think, literally all next week.
Well, all right.
Monday through Friday on Happy Hour. So I'll catch you guys then. But you'll catch all three of us next Saturday. Jordan Schultz, thank you as always.
Love you guys. Love you all out there.
Rashad Taylor, thank you as always.
Amen.
And all the listeners out there on the text line, YouTube chat, and whether you didn't chime in, but you just hung out with us today, we appreciate it. And we will catch you guys for Sports Saturday next Saturday at 9 a.m. Peace.
Since 1963, Dance Tractor and Battleground.